Recording in progress.
Good morning, Alan. It's like we form a quorum.
Good morning, Chair. Yes, there's, I think, 8 members on the platform. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you. We'll have to start. It's a long day today. The Deputy President is coming to the House. Some of us are expected to participate in the Deputy President answering questions this afternoon. Let me welcome of the committee, Standing Committee Finance. Welcome our support Parliament, media, the public, and all other stakeholders who might be in attendance. Today, what we call the BRRR, the Budget Review Recommendations Report. This is a crucial document in South Africa's parliamentary budget process because the BRRR provides an assessment of the government's budget and makes recommendations for improvement. The report typically includes an analysis of the budget's alignment with national priorities, economic stability, and spending limits. Parliament uses the BRRR to scrutinize budget, propose amendments, and ensure that government spending is transparent and accountable. The BRRR outlines economic policy and revenue projections. It determines how funds are shared between national, provincial, and local government, and also at how money or budget is spent by departments and entities. In that regard, the BRRR plays a vital role ensuring that the budget is aligned to the country's needs and priorities. Thanks very much. The meeting is open. Do we have apologies?
Only apology from Mr. Likhanyani. Thanks, Chair.
Okay. That's the apology. Honorable Mazibuk, I see you raising a hand.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chair. Good morning to you and members on the platform. I am en route to Parliament. I'm in traffic here. I'm from the airport. So in case I got cut off, but I am in the meeting, Chair. Thank you.
Okay, Honorable Mazibuk. Let's move to item 2. Okay, yeah, there we are. Consideration and as we do with other reports, we'll move from page 1 until the last page, processing the report. There's the report, and I take it that we have all read the report. That's the intro. Can move, Alan. Okay. Anything under introduction? Agreed. Let's go to the minister's political overview. 2122. Proceed. Okay, there you are. Wait. Any comment on the political overview by the minister? Okay, let's proceed. Overview by Auditor General. Okay, that's the overview by the Auditor General. Okay, fine. 4, overview of performance across the finance portfolio entities. Okay. The, um, Alan, maybe stop there so that we can do an overview of Fiscal and Financial Commission separately, as it's an independent board. Yeah, there we are. Any take on the overview of National Treasury and entities? Okay, that's fine. Okay, go through FFC. Okay, it's fine. Stop there so that we treat Reserve Bank separately because these are independent entities. Any take on the FFC? Fine, agreed. Let's take Reserve Bank. Okay, stop there with the Reserve Bank. Yeah, just there. Yeah, we'll come to 6. Any comment on the South African Reserve Bank with its prudential authority? Okay.
Morning,
Fine.
Chair.
Dr. Beck?
Chair, I have a few inputs on section 6, which we're of course starting now. Would you like me to come in after we scroll through the section? Would that work best? Did you get my question, Chair?
Just like we Yeah, so you are suggesting that we scroll through the whole chapter 6 and then members
I'm
make
asking,
comments.
sure, I'm asking what will work best for you. I've got 4 comments across the section. I'm happy to wait until we've scrolled through and give you those 4 comments, but I'm also happy to stop Alan at each section. It really depends on what your preference is, Chair.
Okay, let's do like we did last time, so that we're not all over here, because these are the observations and the comment. Let's go paragraph per paragraph, starting 6.1, where a member wants to make a comment or a question. You stop me, then we discuss, then we proceed. 6.1, honorable members. It's fine. 6.2. Okay. Scroll down 6.3. Put the whole 6.3 there on the screen. Yeah, there we are. 6.3.
I'd like to come in on 6.3, Chair.
Oh, okay. Over to you, Dr. Beck.
Chair, the first comment is on the sentence on the GPAA, which is the second sentence in section 6.3. And it reads as follows: the GPAA experienced recurring findings related to financial reporting and compliance monitoring, largely stemming from capacity and system limitations. The fact is we don't have the GPAA annual report, Chair. We only have media reports and a letter. And so I'm just not sure that as a committee we can draw conclusions with confidence, and accordingly the sentence doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yes, I think you are right. Let's take the GPA out. We'll deal with it at the end and treat the land bank on its own in that sentence.
Thank you, Chair. Then the next sentence reads, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, we've taken out the GPA. Yeah, go to the next
The
one.
next sentence reads, the PIC remains under continued oversight as it strengthens investment governance processes, due diligence practices, and the valuation and impairment methodology for unlisted investments. I think this should read that it claims to strengthen, because at the moment the evidence points to the contrary, and we don't actually have the Mogoro report or the findings from the investigation that the Finman has indicated to us that he's doing, or the documents that the committee requests later in this report. So my suggestion is that we, instead of saying oversight as it strengthens, we might just say as it claims to strengthen.
Okay, we'll get the right English to convey what you are suggesting, Dr. Beck.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. 6.4.
Then I only need to come in again at 6:25, if that saves us a bit of time.
Okay. 6.4, honorable members. Okay. 6.5. Great. 6.6. 6.7. Okay. 6.8.
Chair.
Oh, Maute, sorry.
Yeah, on 6.7, we are saying the committee acknowledges this recommendation and commits to implement by monitoring the implementation of audit action plans across the portfolio. how are you going to do it? How is that possible? That we are going to implement by monitoring the implementation of audit action plans across the portfolio?
No, okay. No, you're right. Ours is to play oversight, it's not to implement. I think you are right there. Acknowledge the recommendation and commit to monitor the implementation of the audit action plans. We don't come in on implementation because we are not in the executive. Thanks for that, Honorable Baute. Correct that, Alan and Dr. Zakel and your team. 6.8. Okay. 6.9. Okay. 6.10. Okay, there we are on 6.10. 6.11. Great. 6.12. Great. 6.13. Great. 6.14. Great. 6.15. Great. 6.16. Great. Okay. SARS 6.17. Oh, great. 6.18. Great. 6.19. Great. 6.20. Great. Great. 6.22. Great. 6.23. Great. 6.24. Great. 6.25. Dr. Berg.
Thank you, Chair. Maybe the content team can just help me understand where these very specific numbers have come from.
Dr. Lope, are you there? Antonio. Antonio, Dr. Lope.
Yes, Chair.
625.
On the proposals for SARS.
Dr. Beck, can you clarify what you were asking?
Yeah, so
that
on
they are
625, sure. On 625A and B, Dr. Kloppe, there are some very specific numbers here. 2,000 additional personnel, 3 billion in infrastructure investment for digital transformation. Can you help me understand what was the source for these specific numbers that our committee is recommending?
It would have been the presentations made by SARS, but I can reconfirm and readjust them, Chair.
Yeah, it's my sense that either we ourselves need to, generate this content and make recommendations, or really scrutinize what these entities are proposing. That's not to say that this is a bad idea or we shouldn't do it, but I would just not want to just defer to another entity's expertise without analyzing it and then making such very specific recommendations. An alternative approach might be to indicate broadly that additional capacity is needed, and this committee recommends that we pursue that capacity. That's my only comment there. Perhaps you can let us know the source and then we can make a determination, Dr. Kloppe.
Yes, I said, Chair, I was writing this under very strenuous pressure. So can the committee give me a chance to check if I need to remove the numbers?
Okay, please do so that we don't take a decision that will have serious implications for the budget. That they must employ 2,000 additional personnel
But
only
I
to find
think
that
SARS
there's
made
no
comments in its
money.
report.
Yeah. So please edit that and then we'll come to it before we adopt the report. Thanks. Next, Office of the Tax Ombud 626. Go up.
Okay.
Six to eight. Go up. Okay. There we are, 628. 629. Great. 630. Great. 631. Dr. Kloppe, please mute. Dr. Kloppe. Okay. Thanks. 632. Thank you. Let's go to FIC. 633. Six, three, four. Okay, great. 635. Great. 636. Great. 637. Great. 638. Great. 639. Great. 640. Great. 641. Great. 642. Great. 643. Recommendations on FIC. Great. Let's go to FSCA. 644. Great. 645. Great. 646. Great. 647. Great. 648. Great. 649. Great. 650. Great. 651. Great. 652. Great. 653. Great. 654. Great. 655. Great. 656. Great. 657. Great. Prudential Authority. 658. Great. 659. Great. 660. Great. 661. Great. 662. Great. 663. Great. 664. Great. 665. Great. 666. Great. 667. Great. 668. Great. 669. Great. 670. Great. Let's come to the Ombud Council. 671. Great. 672. Great. 673. Agreed. 674. Agreed. 675. Agreed. 676. Agreed. 677. Agreed. 678. Agreed. Let's go to the Faiz Ombud. 679. Agreed. 680. Agreed. 681. Agreed. 682. Agreed. 683. Agreed. 684. Agreed. 685. Agreed. 686. Agreed. Next, Office of the Pension Funds Adjudicator. 687. Agreed. 688. Agreed. 689. Agreed. 690. Agreed. 691. Agreed. 692. Agreed. 693. Agreed. 694. Agreed. 695. Agreed. Let's go to Independence Regulator Board for Auditors, BRRR. 696. Agreed. 697. Agreed. 698. Agreed. 699. Agreed. 600. Agreed. 6101. Agreed. 6102. Agreed. 6103. Agreed. 6104. Agreed. 6105. Agreed. 6106. Agreed. Let's proceed to Accounting Standard Board, ASB. 6107. Agreed. 6108. Agreed. 6109. Agreed. 6110. Agreed. 6111. Agreed. 6112. Agreed. 6113. Agreed. 6114. Agreed. 6115. Agreed. 6116. Agreed. Let's go to GTech. 6117. Agreed. 6118. Agreed. 6119. Agreed. 6120. Agreed. 6121. Agreed. 6122. Agreed. 6123. Agreed. 6124. Agreed. 6125. Agreed. 6126. Agreed. 6127. Agreed. Next, DBSA. 6128. Agreed. 6129. Agreed. 6130. Agreed. 6131. Agreed. 6132. Agreed. 6133. Agreed. 6134. Agreed. 6135. Agreed. 6136. Agreed. 6137. Agreed. 6138. Agreed. 6139. Agreed. 6140. Agreed. 6141. Agreed. 6142. Agreed. Next, Land Bank. Six 143.
Okay, Captain.
Honorable Mazibuko, over to you.
Yeah, sorry, Chair. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to raise my hand. I can't see it on this gadget. Chair,
No
on
problem.
6143A, I would like to add after comma that follows the intergovernmental coordination, I would request the committee to include increasing its institutional capacity, including increasing its institutional capacity. And then I would also like to add F, to add another line as item number F after E, which will talk on the DBSA to develop a strategy.
Oh, wait a bit, Speaker. Alan, let's go back. I think she's speaking to the DBSA and not the Land Bank. Isn't so, Honorable Mazibuko?
Yes, because you said
Okay.
6143.
So you want to
6143.
speak on 6142 on the DBSA because I hear you adding F and
No, on the DBSA, because you have called
yes.
61.43. I thought we are there. Are we not there, Chair? If we're not there, I apologize. I thought you called 6.143. On the recommendations of the DBSA.
Yeah, there we are. Those are the recommendations of the DBSA. Yeah, you can make your input.
Okay, thank you, Chair. I was saying, Chair, on recommendation A, where it talks about accelerate the conversion of prepared projects into implementation through enhanced feasibility planning and intergovernmental coordination, I would like to make an addition that says, including increasing its institutional capacity. That is on A.
Okay.
Further, Chair, I would request that further down, after item E, I would request that we add another item as item F, which says DBSA to develop a strategy to expand its asset base and annual disbursement. Should I repeat, Chair?
No, you are audible and it's clear what you are recommending.
Okay.
Chair,
Thank you, Chair.
it's not so clear to me. Could the member indicate to us where the resources should come from to enhance its institutional capacity and how its asset base should be increased in her estimation?
I'm struggling to hear.
Dr. Beck, can you repeat so that the member can understand what you are asking?
Sure. The question is where the resources should come from in the member's estimation to enhance the institutional capacity. If she does mean that it should come from additional resources. And likewise, how the DBSA is meant to expand its asset base in her estimation.
Well, Chair, the department, the DBS. Okay, no, let me. Sorry, Chair.
Dr. Beck, I think it's a recommendation. We'll deal with the details when we come to that. You will put the member on a spotlight to deal with the technical matters. I think she has made a general recommendation. Then we'll deal with the technical stuff that you are asking.
Yeah.
I hear your point, but I think the general recommendation she's making also is important. And also what you are raising is also important to match the recommendations with the requisite resources. Back to you, Honorable Mazibuko.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chair, and thank you for your response. You have assisted, but also, Chair, as a committee, we are requesting the DBSA to develop a strategy. So they will see there are multiple sources in the financial sector. So yeah, it's also a technical question, but I don't think when we make recommendations, we have to think for the department as to how are they going to get the resources. We are requesting them to develop a strategy in this regard. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Mazibuko. Land Bank 6143. Agreed. 6144. Agreed. 6145. Six one four six. Six one four seven. Six one four eight. Six one four nine. Six one five zero. Six one one five one. Six one five two. 6153. 6154. 6155. PIC 6156.
Chair,
Yes, Honorable Mazivok.
w- I hope my numbers. The committee recommends that the land bank and on D,
Okay.
where the sentence starts with accelerate blended finance disbursements, I would like to, let me read the whole sentence. D, accelerate blended finance disbursements and ensure equitable provincial distribution of developmental lending with spatial equity, particularly in rural areas. I just want to put that emphasis for rural areas as well. Are we together? Yeah. And then on F, which is the last recommendation, I would request the addition of and continue to prioritize products for smallholders and emerging farmers. I think we have been putting an emphasis on the emerging farmers. So if we can add that, the sentence should end after the subsidiaries and continue to prioritize products for smallholders and emerging farmers. I thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Mazivok. PIC 6156. Six one five seven, 6158, 6159, 6160, 6161, 6162.
Chair,
Dr. Berg.
my last input for the day is on 162 and 163. In general, very glad to see that these points have found their way into the report. Can we suggest that for these documents that the committee is requesting from the PIC details on the unlisted and property portfolios and the party recommendations? And when we suggest that instead of the deadline being 1 month, we make the deadline for the 2nd of December, the reason being that the PIC is scheduled to come to this committee on the 5th of December, and I think it'll be invaluable to the oversight of our committee to have those documents beforehand. And this deadline then still leaves the PIC with 3 weeks to prepare the documentation.
Okay, Dr. Berg.
And as it's
Good.
my last point, Chair, just commending the team for the content on this document as always. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. 6164. Honorable Squatting.
Thanks, Chair. I think what Dr. Beck is requesting as an addition, it's going to be a repetition because it's already there. It's actually captured. So I thought if you look at the other paragraph, just where they are adding, that's where the addition is actually stated. So I think it's just going to be a repetition. Thanks, Chair.
Okay, to be submitted within 1 month from the adoption of this report for the National Assembly. Okay. 6165. Six 166. 6167. 6168. Six one six nine. There we are. Sasria 6170. 6171. 6172.
Chair,
Honorable Mazibuk.
yeah, sorry, Chair. The gadget I'm using with the hand. Can we go to six? Can we go back to 6171?
Okay.
Yes. I would like the paragraph on 6171 to read as follows, Chair. Committee emphasizes the importance of unlisted investments to support emerging industrial players and SMMEs, full stop. The committee recommends the PIC to contribute the development of an ecosystem to increase a pipeline of competitive producers that can access finance in the PIC. So I am raising this, Chair, in addition.
Okay. Please do like this because we're already at 617 on Sastria. It's not a problem. Can you WhatsApp what you are suggesting to Alan so that we can capture it here on the PIC?
Oh, okay, thank you, Chair.
Yeah. Thanks. 6172, Sastria. 6173. 6174. 6175. 6176. 6177. 6178. 6179. 6180. 6181. Okay. Now we go to FFC, which is independent from Treasury, and as we have agreed that it will be treated separately from National Treasury and the entities. FFC 6181. 6183. 6184. 6185. 6186. 6187. 6188. 6189. 6190. 6191. 6192. Six one nine three. Okay, let's come to the Reserve Bank. 61.
Chair. Chair, sorry.
Alexander, there you are.
Yeah, so, sorry, Chair, taking it back a little bit, but just before we move on to the next, to the Reserve Bank, I just want to confirm that Honourable Burke's recommendation on the timeline, will that be included for PIC documentation?
Yes, we have dealt with that.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Okay. Reserve Bank 6194. 6195. Wait, Honorable Mazibuk. Hello, Honorable Mazibuk. Can you please mute? Are you able to mute? Oh, there we are. 6195.
Unmute, sorry.
No, you are welcome. 6196. 6197. 6198. 6199. 6200. 6201. 6202. 6203. 6204. Conclusion 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. Okay. That's the okay. There we are. We have considered the report line, members making amendments which were accepted. Can a member move for the adoption of the report? Okay, before that, Dr. Lope.
Yes, thank you very much, Chairperson. I just wanted to go back on the issue of figures that we use on SARS, on their funding shortfall representations to the committee. Actually, they say over the medium term, they have a funding shortfall of 7.7 billion. This can be found in page 98 of their annual report, and it was on page 104 of the presentation that they gave to the committee on the 28th of October. The 3 billion that we were suggesting is for the money they say they will be short of over the medium term or for skills development, We have not even included the 5 billion that they say they're going to need for strategic investment in revenue enhancement. So SARS say it needs far much more than actually what the committee is recommending. I just wanted to bring that because I said I'll check those numbers. But we can remove the numbers in the report if members are not comfortable with actually the committee specifying the numbers. But that is an actual budgetary recommendation that is made by the committee. SARS is specific. It comes and says, we are short of this amount. And this report is supposed, institutions are supposed to be coming and saying, this is what we're going to need going forward. SARS is doing that. Other entities are not doing it. They are not coming and saying, we are short of this amount. Can the committee recommend to the minister? So if the minister responds to this, he will only find this recommendation, which is a budgetary recommendation to consider when planning for future. So this is what other entities should be doing exactly. Thanks, Chair.
Thanks. I think let's check what we recommended last time when we adopted the fiscal framework, because the matter of SARS was quite prominent in our deliberations when we're processing the fiscal framework report, including increasing SARS budget and so on and so on. It's not something new that they're raising, because it's not long ago that we have adopted the fiscal framework and the appropriations. So even if we don't go into the numbers, we agree in principle that they should be, their capacity should be enhanced in terms of human resource and financially, as they argued, the issue of IT and so on and so on. Okay. As I was saying, that we have considered the report, members have made amendments and recommendations. We are now going to a section where we adopt the report. Dr. Beck?
Chair, I think just before we try and adopt the report, if it's possible to iron out a misunderstanding. And my understanding is that Honorable Sekwati and I might have missed each other a bit. He's saying that, things are already included, and I'm not suggesting that we include anything new, especially as it relates to the PIC section. We're only suggesting that the deadline is changed from within 1 month to the 2nd of December. So that would specifically mean that on section 6.160 to section 6.166, we are replacing within 1 month to 2nd of December. That should be a fairly easy change to accommodate and would win our support.
Okay. So I think we're at the same wavelength, because as you are saying, that is to accommodate the meeting of the 5th of December. So between now and that time, PIC should submit that information. Honorable Squad.
Yeah. So I think I'm happy with what has been suggested. Yeah, I think we might have missed each other, but I'm okay with what you suggested.
No, okay. The Secretariat will make follow-up with PIC. With all that, now that we have considered the report, can a member move for the adoption of the report? Dr. Alan Beasley, sorry, I'm conferring you a doctorate, and I don't have those powers with Chancellor. I'm wishing you, Honorable Beasley.
I'll move the report be adopted, Chair. And I thank Dr. Slorpy for his hard work in this regard too. Thank you, Chair.
Thanks very much. Honorable Beasley moves for the adoption. Let me come to Honorable Sekwati. Are you seconding?
Second, Chair.
Honorable Squati, second. Honorable Van Rooyen.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning also to the committee members and support staff. Please note the reservation of MK Party. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Des. We'll record that.
Morning, Chair.
Honorable Mota.
Please note the objection of the EFF.
Okay, Secretariat, let's record the objection of the EFF. Okay. With that, the report has been adopted. We'll meet tomorrow. Where's the lockup session, Alan Wutle?
Chair, the lockup is in M46. That's the ground floor Marks building. Thanks, Chair.
That one which is used by that go committee.
That's correct, Chair.
Okay. Is it 11 or 12?
It's 11 from 11 till about quarter to 10 to 2. Thanks, Chair.
Okay. Okay, colleagues, let's adjourn the meeting. We'll meet again tomorrow at the lockup session, 11 o'clock. Thanks very much. See you later this afternoon at the session. The meeting is adjourned.
Recording stopped.